role that the principal plays is really in recruiting teachers and keeping them in their school. They have such an important role in making sure the culture of the school is working in an effective way, that teachers feel bought in, and we don't pay enough attention to the role the principal has in really ensuring that teachers are able to do their jobs. And when teachers are surveyed, the number one thing they say that keeps them in a school is their principal. And the number one reason they leave is their principal. So while we can focus on things like teacher pay and how we evaluate teachers, one of the sort of underdeveloped pieces of the field is the role of that principal. And when you show up in a good school, you realize there's a good principal running that place. There are a handful of places that are really doing some innovative work on this. One is Gwinnett County outside of Atlanta. They have really tackled principals in a way where they look at it as a pipeline and they think about it over the long term, and they think about how they can develop their teachers and administrators to become great principals. And they don't just expect it to happen overnight. They identify good people, they put them through training so that when they identify somebody who's going to become a school principal, when they show up in the job, they're ready to do it and they feel prepared for it. Another place that's doing good work is in Tampa, Florida, Hillsborough County Public Schools. They're really using their data system to know how to prepare for open positions that they'll have so that it's not an unexpected issue that comes up where they need to figure out how to fill principal jobs. They've tracked it over time. And then they also match their talent with the schools that they have and the needs that that school has. And so they take a long-term approach and are very thoughtful about it. Because there's so much work on teachers and how do we get really high quality teachers into our schools. And the more and more we looked, we realized there's very little focus on school principals. And we know they play such an important role in increasing student achievement, but there's very little research out there on this topic. We've done a scan of all the studies that are out there on principal effectiveness. There are very few. There's not a lot of research on this. And so part of what we're doing is pushing the field to do more research. But what we also know is that we can learn, this is an issue of leadership, and leadership is not specific to the field of education. We have a lot to learn from other fields and other sectors, and we can bring that into the work we do and really help districts understand why this is such an important issue for them.